India has committed to reaching net zero emissions by 2070. The primary vehicle for this transition is the National Green Hydrogen Mission, a comprehensive policy framework launched in 2023. By 2030, the government aims to produce 5 million metric tons of green hydrogen annually. This scale of production is expected to create 600,000 jobs and save the economy 1 lakh crore rupees in fossil fuel imports. This diagram illustrates the core mechanism, electrolysis. Renewable energy, like solar power, provides the electricity needed to split water, H2O, into hydrogen and oxygen. Because this uses renewable power, it creates clean fuel. The only atmospheric byproduct is pure oxygen. This strategy positions India to become an energy-independent global exporter, provided the nation can secure its single most important raw material, water. However, this energy plan faces a severe contradiction. India is currently struggling through a catastrophic nationwide water shortage. Data from NITI Aayog shows the scale of the crisis. By 2030, India's national water demand is projected to be double the available supply. This scarcity is already visible in cities like Chennai, which faced a day zero crisis in 2019. Here, thousands of residents were forced to rely on a single tanker truck for their daily survival. Beyond urban centers, the national water system faces a massive baseline drain. Traditional agriculture currently consumes roughly 80% of the country's total water resources. This creates a central paradox. India is attempting to build a water-dependent energy empire by the same 2030 deadline that the nation is projected to run dry. The water deficit is driven by several factors. Climate change has made monsoons sporadic and delayed, frequently leaving major reservoirs completely dry. Infrastructure failures exacerbate the problem. Severe pollution has made natural rivers like the Ganges highly toxic, making the water unusable for clean energy production. Administrative waste adds another layer of loss. Currently, 80% of India's domestic wastewater drains untreated directly into the sea. Fixing these leaks in the water system is an urgent prerequisite for the survival of the nation's green energy strategy. To solve this, the Jal Shakti Ministry is employing a strategy called convergence. The goal is to link different industrial sectors so that the waste of one becomes the fuel for another. In Goa, we see energy convergence in action. Outdated agricultural pumps are being replaced by a decentralized 100-megawatt solar grid. This transition relies on a massive mobilization of human capital. Government and private programs are rapidly training solar technicians to build and maintain new infrastructure. The water side of the strategy involves treating India's 72,000 million liters of daily sewage. Industrial treatment plants like this one are being scaled up to reclaim this lost resource. This reclaimed wastewater is being rerouted away from the ocean and directly into crop irrigation and green hydrogen electrolysis plants, protecting the country's finite groundwater. By decentralizing solar power and recycling wastewater, India is attempting to transform its systemic vulnerabilities into a self-sustaining industrial loop. The Indian government now operates under a new reality. Energy policy and water policy have merged into a single objective. Success in the 2030 hydrogen mission depends entirely on whether India can beat the 2030 water deficit deadline. Balancing this equation requires combining high-tech megaprojects with hyper-local, community-level efforts like rural rainwater harvesting. Successfully balancing this resource paradox establishes a climate survival blueprint for the entire developing world in the 21st century. Viewers interested in participating in this economic shift can explore specialized training programs, such as Skill India or Swayam, to build careers in the solar and green energy sectors. India's green energy revolution will find its power in the sun,